Order submit. Target filled. Order submitted. Target filled. Order submitted. Target filled.
I couldn't even find the save. Alright, let me send this out to the group.
Order submitted. Target filled. Order submitted.
Get on TikTok.
Target filled.
Womp, womp, womp.
I just got out of therapy and I realized, bitch, I'm the...
Order submitted. Target filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Target filled.
You know what I just thought about? I need to change this.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Damn it. It's gonna change it.
Order submitted.
Hey guys, I am running so behind
Order
today.
submitted. Order canceled.
Alright. Sorry, I'm still getting set
Target
up.
filled.
Hey, Jeff. Hey guys. Alright.
Order submitted. Target filled.
And I feel like this is actually on the wrong thing.
Order filled. Target
oh, you know
filled.
which one that was?
Order submitted.
Sorry.
Order canceled. Order target filled.
Now I have to make this lined up again. Alright, I need to fix my zones. I need to fix my levels. Sorry, guys.
Target filled.
Oh, we got a tighter zone today. We're still below it, though. So unemployment reports came out today. There were a whole bunch of things that happened today.
Order submitted.
If you're, give me 1 second if you're
Order
commenting
canceled.
or asking questions, only because I'm trying to get
target
the zone
filled.
up. 11687 and
target filled.
11648.
Order submitted.
So pretty tight
Target
zone
filled.
today. Look at that. Makes sense since yesterday was a super consolidated day. Hey, Michael.
Target filled.
All right. So I have the 20-minute on, the 5-minute on. This was shit. I'm testing a few other things. All right, where are my pivots? Oh, it's right in the middle. 11670. I gotta move my LIS too. No.
Order submitted. Target filled.
I want this one. Damn it. I wonder if it's right next to it. All right, and then 11771, 11585. Wow. Okay, this stuff is done. All right, so this is the NASDAQ 20-minute chart. If you're new to the stream, I go live every day between 9:15 and 9:30. Today I was a few minutes late, and this 15 is actually doing pretty well. $400. Let's see what this looks like. 100%. All right, we're going to keep an eye on that one. I'm testing a few scalp setups on the side, but I'm running my 20-minute and my 5-minute ES live. I'm typically live breaking down the NASDAQ until 10:30. Why not buy an NP5? What? Because I like to trade futures. Futures are my thing. I don't do stocks or options, and I definitely don't do crypto. Do we see the touch that we got there on the pivot? That was nice.
Order submitted.
So this has been
filled.
breaking down. So let's talk about the chart. So let me make sure I can close my TD Ameritrade now because I don't want it to take up more bandwidth. And I can see the chat now. Hey Jen, good morning. All right, so this is the NQ 20-minute chart. So this is our zone for the day. I don't like taking trades in there because it can be choppy and kind of irrelevant. Oh, you know what I didn't update was the LIS, but that's fine. We hit the central pivot here at like 11 p.m. and we dropped, pulled back here to this level, 11,558, and then dropped, pulled back here to the pivot target and have dropped. So, unemployment numbers, they were here. We had a nice push up, but now we're giving it all back. I think the Tesla numbers come out
Order
today,
submitted.
if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I can't look on my
Target
phone
filled.
because it's currently tied up.
Target filled.
I'm running a few things off to the side in simulation that are just being tested. Let's look at the ES chart. So we'll get a trade in the ES in 2 minutes. So this platform is NinjaTrader. I have to use NinjaTrader with my auto trading algorithm. I'm not able to use any other setup. It's coded to work on NinjaTrader, so that's what I use. But I do use Tradeovate to manually trade, and I also use TD Ameritrade for like my long-term holds, portfolio, whatever.
Order submitted.
All right, so we're going to get a short in
Target
about 1
filled.
minute, so I'm going to stay here. I need to make sure this is pointing actually to the right account because I don't think it is. I don't like when I have them on separate accounts and then I have to change it if it's on the same tab. That's the only thing about using tabs that I don't like. All right. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. So I typically get on between 9:15 and 9:30, and I break down usually the NQ. Like if I was here earlier, I probably would have noted this and kind of talked more about it, and then
Order
saw if we
submitted.
broke down below this 556 level, I would have taken that short, but I didn't, and that's okay. All right, so we're in the short of the ES here at 37.58. ES was 3 of 3 yesterday and 3 of 3 the day before, which was Tuesday. Monday, I think it was like 3 of 5 or something like that. So I can't, with TikTok, it's harder. I want you guys, I want you to be able to see like the price and the actual action and like the P&L. And if I zoom back, like you guys are on a tripod, if I zoom back, you're not going to be able to see any of that. Like it's going to look real fuzzy. So that's why I do like a close shot. I feel like it's easier to see what you actually want to see. If you have a question, I can answer it for you, like about the chart or something. Thanks for the follow, Kimberly and Frederick, and World in New York. Thanks, guys. Yeah, if you appreciate the information or the stream, then please give it a like or a thumbs up. I do this free every day. Hey, Shahid, how are you? All right, so we're green $62 here, 75 on ES, 87. The target is $150, which is down here at 37.55. This is all done by my auto trading algorithm. Which strategy do you use? So, Freddie, this is one of my
Target
strategies.
filled.
All right, so we hit target there. That's $150 locked up. That's 1 of 1 for ES. I'm going to put that in the group. I'll show you that later. All right. So this strategy that I'm using here, like the algorithm that I'm using, is called bold break switch. I have about 6 algorithms. When people join, I give them access to 4, but if they want access to any of the other 2, I always give it. So when people join the algorithm, they can use as many or as little algorithms as they like. You don't have to use all 4 of them. This is not a stock eld. This is the NASDAQ. So Freddie, I hope that answered your question. But yeah, so my auto trading algorithm finds whatever the parameters are, and once they're met, it will take a trade and it puts the stop loss on the chart by itself. It puts the target on the chart by itself. It gets out of the trade on its own. So for this to have happened, you don't have to be home. You don't have to be awake. No, Malik, this is not forex. This is futures. So there's not a typical stop loss on this strategy. I don't know, YOLO. I know some people trade those. I don't. Yeah, this is the S&P 500. This is ES. So /ES. It is a futures product. But yes, it's pretty much identical to SPY. Yeah, so I don't sell robots, but it's something like that. So I didn't short MotoV or MotoV. My algorithm took a short and it hit target. So I'm now 1 of 1 because the parameters were met. But yes, something like selling robots. I lease them out. So I have about 6 or 7. Most of my members just use 2 to 4 on a daily basis. They turn them on at night and then they go to work or they sleep in, because some people are on the West Coast, some people are in other countries. And yeah. So let's look at the 20-minute. So the 20-minute broke down here. This candle is kind of indecisive, figuring out what it's going to do. I wonder if I don't have any. My next level is not until 11,414. It's a nice continuation there. Hey guys, thanks for joining. So I go live every day from typically 9:15 to 10:30. So if you want to be notified, please make sure you follow. And if you like the content, please put a thumbs up. So DJ on YouTube asked how much the algorithm costs. So when you join the group, there is a promotional sign up for the first month where it's 50% off. And then every month after that is full price. If you want more information, DJ, you can email me or send me a direct message on social media. And I can give you all of the details with the promotional link. So this is live, Jolie. So this 20-minute chart is live, and then this 5-minute ES chart is live. I do have a bunch of stuff in Sim that's over here on a separate chart. I like to keep them separate. So I use, you see I have the 2 tabs here, if you see the tabs, and then I have a totally separate chart which has all of my testing setups. I don't know what MT5 is. Oh, MetaTrader. You can use MetaTrader with NinjaTrader. I never have, but I do have some members that have used it. You can also use any of those funded programs. The discount is yes, for first timers only. But if you've used it before and obviously you wanted to come back, I'm not a Scrooge, I would probably give you the discount. And we can talk about that personally, like in an email, DJ. So if you reach out, we could just talk about it. Yeah, so this is NinjaTrader. This platform is NinjaTrader. Does your bot have specific amount required? No. So you can do micros, minis. You can have, obviously the minimum is just 1 contract, but you can choose if you want to do 2 or 3 or 5 or 10. Please hit that thumbs up button in YouTube if you don't mind. I see
Order
there's 24
submitted.
of you in there. I appreciate you joining. So most people start with a $2,000
Target
account. Some start with as high of an account as like $10,000. Hey Andy, welcome. How long do you think this market is going to extreme recession, depression? I have no idea. I don't make predictions about anything. Yes, you can trade micros. So I can show you. Can I show you guys this? Oh yeah, I can. Oopsies. Let me minimize this. So Jason right here, he's trading MNQ on the 1 minute, and he's 3 of 3 this morning. So good for him. So yes, you can trade micros, you can trade minis. The typical products that we trade on my algorithm are NQ, ES, CL, which is oil, and GC, which is gold. Yes, Nick, I'm trading futures.
Target filled.
If you, I go live, Nick. I'm live every day from about 9:15, 9:30 to 10:30. I'd love to see that though. 1 minute is 3 of 3 so far this morning. That's awesome. I'm trying to see if this one did better. Oh, I don't think it's had one loss yet. This one setup that I'm testing is 100% for like 11 trades so far. That's nice. This is in simulation. The only live trade I've had so far is the ES 5 minute for $150. How much profit do you usually make in a day or loss? It depends on your account size and the amount of trading that you're doing. So, hey Jason. Hi, you've always been a very nice person. I know you're not a Scrooge. Thanks, DJ. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. What do you mean, how am I trading futures? So,
Order
Nick, you should
submitted.
definitely follow me and then also follow my YouTube. I go into depth about futures because futures are my passion. I've been trading futures for about 6 or 7 years. There are several
filled.
brokers and several reasons why I suggest new people get into futures, especially because it doesn't require a lot of money. There's no PDT rules like there is in stocks. And the market is open 23 hours a day, so you can trade all different times of the day. Can you explain low volume? In a second, I can try. I can't find anything. So yeah, if you reach out, I've been teaching futures and like how to technically trade the charts for the past 2+ years. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff out there. But if you go to my YouTube page, you can definitely find it. Yeah, AMP is not that great, Jolyn. See, but it depends what country you're in and where you're from. So if I'm talking about brokers for futures that I
Order
like,
submitted.
I'm 100%. Oh, ES is in another trade. So we're in a long here now with the S&P 500. Target is 3763.50. I got into this because I think I saw something on Instagram randomly, and it seemed cool, and then I looked more into futures. I think I watched some YouTube videos on it. Yeah, and then I just got into it from there. Before that, I had been trading just stocks. So, Jolene, if you're in the U.S., yeah, I don't like AMP. Tradeovate, I think, is the best
Target
broker
filled.
and the best platform outside of charts for futures trading. That's just my opinion. They're super easy to work with. They're so nice and accommodating. Their fees are super low. I just really like them. Recommended reading to better understand. Yeah, well, there's books. I suggest books to my members that they could read. So I really like Price Action Breakdown, but that doesn't have to just do with futures. You can't use NinjaTrader 8 with Tradeovate. That's true. But you can use, or you can't use, you can link your TD Ameritrade, but you can't use it for futures. So you can see we're still in this long here. Let's see if we hit target. In this trade, it got up to 62, so we were a 1.5 away. Yeah, so I guess if you were talking strictly about NinjaTrader, yeah, AMP, I use NinjaTrader directly. If you're in the US, there's no point in just not using NinjaTrader directly now that they're their own clearing firm. You could also, if you're out of the country, You can use, what's that really expensive one in Canada? Interactive brokers. You can use interactive brokers with NinjaTrader. Well, then I guess I should start suggesting them, huh, Jolyn? Also, you can use, if you're out of the country, like MetaTrader 4 or 5, somebody had mentioned in here. You can also use any of those funding programs. Yep, so the stop loss is there, but it's hidden. So Flowski, you will see, if I get stopped out, you'll see that it will say stop loss, and then you will see the price that I got stopped out at. Yeah, no, PDT does not apply to futures at all. As long as you have the cash in your account to cover your trade, that's all they care about. All of your cash is reset after every trade. So like this trade, it cost me $500 to take. As soon as this trade was over, my $500 was back in my account along with another $150. The YouTube channel is linked on my bio, but it's just BoldBot. Just BoldBot, 2 words. Thanks for the follow, Phenom Home Tune, Phone Home. Sometimes when I read these all at once, it doesn't work out well. Yeah, so it's $50 for MES. Any micro, and this, I have a video explaining all of this in my YouTube. It essentially just breaks down everything you need to know about futures. You can use TD Ameritrade for future trading, but their fees are astronomical, and they require you to have much, much more cash in your account than a futures broker would. So like where this cost me $500, like I have to have $500 in my account to take this trade. It costs on TD Ameritrade like $13,000. So you have to have $13,000 in cash. It can't be invested in VU or Tesla. Like it has to be cash for you to take that in TD Ameritrade. But yes, any micro is 1/10 of the cost. So a micro on this trade would only be read $45, but obviously on the win. Most people start with 2,000. Some start with more. So again, this setup, this is the S&P 500. It was 3 of 3 yesterday for $500. It was 3 of 3 the day before. So if I have a loss here, which it looks like I will, it is what it is. I already made $150 on the first trade. So, you know, if this closed out around a red 300, I'd be down $150. It's not the end of the world. But yes, the stop loss is working in the back. Can I use the Algo to get a funded account? Yes. So a lot of people use funded accounts in my program. You can get an account with Lilu, UProfit. What are some of the other ones? Isn't there like a trader one? Yeah, please watch my videos on YouTube. They're super helpful. Did you program your bot or did you purchase it? So I programmed it, but I didn't code it myself, if that makes sense. Like I created it, but I have a developer on my payroll, essentially, that works for me. Oh yes, Apex. Apex is a good one. All right, so I had a loss there on the 5-minute, and it was $450. So if you see here on this ES, I am now red 300. And again, that's okay. That's within my risk parameters. But this other one is doing really well. Oh, I only had it running. It's done for the day. And it was 11 for 11 for $550. Yeah, I'm super transparent. We're going to have losses. Like people that act like there's no losses, obviously that's bullshit. Like I'm going to have losses. But I don't like when people question when things are going well. Like Q4 of last year, I think we had a streak of like 45 green days. It might have even been 50. Like it was crazy. Yeah, losses are definitely part of the game. So yesterday I made 450 on this setup. Today I'm down 300. The day before I made 450. So I'm still green on the week. And even the day before that was good. I can look it up because I can't actually remember. But so this is, I have a Slack group that goes along with the algorithm. So each day I post a new thread. And so my members can post in there of what they're running, how it's performing. So I think that's helpful. And then like right now I can easily go back to Monday and see, oh, how was the performance on ES on Monday, or what was the performance on Tuesday, without having to pull it up. ES was 1 for 2 on Monday. I would have to look at the details to actually get it. And then Tuesday was 3 of 3, Wednesday was 3 of 3. And today, right now, it's 1 of 2. So bearish. Yeah, somebody else was saying that the other day. Well, we will see. Oh, we broke through that level. The next level I have below here is 11, 12, 218. See what happens. It's about to be 10 o'clock. I don't like to trade between 9:50 and like 10:05. So, I'm running multiple bots. Yes, I'm running a bot on ES. I'm running a bot on the NASDAQ. Sorry, I need to message somebody. But yes, so this ES and NQ bot are the same algorithm, but they're different strategies, if that makes sense. And yes, I'm in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. So my YouTube is linked in my TikTok bio, but if you just go to YouTube and search, I'm just Bold Bot. BOLDBOT. Thanks for the follow, Jason. So we'll see what happens here with NQ in a minute. I know I'm going to have to actually switch it over. Boot, boot. ES, this ES algorithm runs until 10:45. I'm actually pretty hungry today. What is the trader system? Is it NinjaTrader? Yes, this is NinjaTrader, and I only trade
Order
futures.
submitted.
ES is now into short. I trade the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and then oil and gold. But my main focus is always the NASDAQ. Thanks for the follow, not the real Alyssa.
Target filled.
All right, so we hit target on that ES trade. Obviously, another thing that I want to just touch on really quickly is if you're using the algorithm, you can turn off. So like somebody earlier was like, oh, the market's so bearish. If you feel that way in the morning before the algorithm starts at 9:30, you can turn off longs. So I had a loss here for $450 on this long. You could have had longs off as an option, and then it wouldn't have taken this long, and it would only take shorts. So it's wavy. You can go to my website, which is linked in my bio, and purchase it that way. But I also give a 50% discount for the first month. It's the first 21 days, so you can try it, see if you like it. So if you want to do that, it's better to go to my website and do the contact me, and then I'll send you a discounted link. So this 20-minute setup, it would have been set up to take a short here, but it didn't meet my volume requirements. I know somebody asked about volume earlier. So I'm not a big volume trader. So Marilyn, these aren't stocks or forex. This is futures. No, I don't offer a free trial of anything. It's way too time consuming to do that. Like for someone, number one, for someone to if you already have NinjaTrader, then it's easier, but it's still a lot of time on my side. And then if you don't have NinjaTrader, you have to spend so much money just to get set up anyway that there's no point in giving a free trial, because you would have to purchase the 3-month lease to be able to use an algorithm on NinjaTrader. You would have to purchase the VPS, which is a monthly subscription. So, bottom line, I don't give Yep, futures and NinjaTrader. Yep, futures are just a future dated contract where you're trading the product like you would a stock. But futures have many benefits. The market is open 23 hours a day, only Monday through Friday, but it's open 23 hours a day. There's no PDT rule, and you can start with very little money. Like the minimum to open an account is $400. Obviously, to use my algorithm, I suggest a minimum of $2,000. So yeah, that's cool, Jillian. I still don't give free trials, but it would be much easier for you to get set up. I had this guy, was his name Richard? He's been using some other strategy that he isn't happy with on NinjaTrader, and he's going to come over to set up with me on Monday evening, because even once you join, I have to get you in the Slack group. I have to send you all of my stuff. I have a setting spreadsheet that gives you every setting for every strategy I have. So there's a lot of back work. I have to send you a disclaimer. You have to sign stuff like that. Would you recommend learning to trade manually before using bots? So that's a really good question, Totem. I have some members that have joined the algorithm and have since wanted to learn the manual side. So I've talked to them about doing the digital mentorship that I offer, and I gave them a bit of a discount because they are existing Algo members. But yeah, I think it just depends on what you want to be able, how much you want to know or be able to figure out while the algorithm is taking trades. If you're someone who's going to be away from your computer and working, then I don't think it would matter. But if you're home and you have more time to kind of assess the market and assess the chart, then I think it's probably a good idea to know a bit before that. Yeah, but Jolynn, the reason I created this is so people could turn it on and go to work or sleep in or go spend time with their family. So I agree that knowing stuff, obviously you have to know the basics. You have to know how much a contract costs. You have to know how much you're risking, things like that. But I don't think it's required of my members to have to be able to know how to manually trade, because the algorithm does everything for you. So, and some of my members are not even home. You know what I'm saying? So, thanks for the follow alert and precise. I go live every day between 9:15 and 9:30, and I stay live until 10:30 in the morning, breaking down NASDAQ and the S&P 500. This was a nice drop on NQ. So going back to ES, I'm now only read $150 on the day. Again, I made $450 yesterday, $450 the day before, and I can't remember the total on Monday, but it was 1 for 2, so probably a little bit red, I would assume. What would be the average expected potential with a 3,000 funded account using your bot? Most people get the bigger one, but if you did something like that, you would have to be trading micros. Like, you can't trade minis unless you have at least $10,000 in the account, whether it's a funded account or a cash account, just because the risk is too big. Like, you could see with one contract, I just had almost a $500 loss on the one trade. So you can't do that with, a $2,000, $3,000 account. Your account would be wiped in like 2 days. What trading platform is this for less than $100? So no, the trading, I'm not sure I understand, Eric, what you're asking. I'm trading futures. This is the S&P 500, the micro version. So the S&P 500, one contract costs $500 to take the trade, but the micro version is a tenth of that. So it's $50 for an MES, which is the micro version of ES, and it's $100 for the micro version of NQ. The alert room was giving these trades that you mentioned here today. No, Michael, this is all the algorithm. All these trades are the algorithm. The alert room is based off of strictly manual alerts based off of seeing just the market. Totally different. And that is, hey, China, Yep, and that is something that people ask too. So, because again, it wouldn't be fair to people in the algorithm who are paying for a lease of the NinjaTrader, who are paying for VPS, for people in the alert room to get the same trades as the people in the algorithm. So, I always keep them separate. The alert room is $200 a month, and the algorithm is more than that. But the alert room is something that I had first started, and because manually trading was the only thing I knew until 2020. No, I don't do a live stream for micros. Eric, you can duplicate this by joining the manual alert room, which is $200 a month. And the trades are given instantaneously with the direction and the target and the stop loss. So the accuracy of the bot just depends on which strategy you're talking about. Again, so I'm trading the S&P 500 here, but I'm trading the NASDAQ here. In this one is, last year I spent watching sticks with double pullbacks, big headache. Bot must be nice. Might be nice. Yeah. So it just depends on what strategy you're talking about. So the algorithm would have taken a short here if I met the minimum requirements of volume, but I didn't. But this would have essentially already hit target. But anyway, most of them roughly are around 65% to 75% accurate. Again, in Q4 of 2021, so a few months ago, this Q1 and Q2 has just been, the market has just been shit. It's just been really kind of all over the place. But things were so much smoother the last 2 years. If you're a profitable trader in 2022, then you'll be good for forever. That's sick as fuck. Did you make the bot? Yeah, thanks, Yihad. So I created it, but I don't know how to code. I have a developer that I have on my payroll, and he creates any strategy that I want. So if I think of something new, I thought of something new last week, and I sent it to him, and then he makes it for me, and I pay him. If you appreciate the stream and the information, please give it a like or a double tap on the screen or a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot. But I go live every day between 9:15 and 9:30 until 10:30. Go back to SPY 2. Yes. Oh, sure. So this is, again, it's not SPY, but S&P 500. So 2 of 3 today. Still red, but only red $150. So not too bad. Oh, yes, there's tax benefits from futures, too. You don't get taxed as much as you do when you're day trading stocks or options. So it's a 60-40 split. Amy, you can just email me. So, Ramiro, I hope I answered your question. Because, Amy, I can get you the discounted link. goldbotllc@gmail.com. Yeah, I have a website. It should be in my bio on my YouTube, but it's boldanalysisllc.com. I started that years ago when I started my manual group, and I didn't realize that I would be expanding, so it's just my first business name. Thanks for the follow, Rick. Appreciate it. So yeah. So Amy, you can go to my website and go to the contact submission page, and then you can message me there and I'll get you the information for the algo, or you can just directly email me at the email address I posted in the comments. Thanks for the follow, New Home. So if you guys have any questions about the bot or just about futures in general, I'm always willing to answer them. So this is a strategy. So when that person just asked about, so this is something I'm testing. This is not live, but look how sexy this is. It made $550 this morning on 11 trades, and it only traded, I think it was for 10 minutes. Hold on, let me put it off the side. Trades. So entry time, 9:30 until 9:39. 9 minutes, $550. You have to know those candles. How does one get started day trading? So it depends what type of day trading you want to do, Chavez. If it's stocks, then you have to have at least $25,000, which is why I like futures, because there's no minimum requirement. If you're on YouTube and you appreciate the stream, please give it a thumbs up. The likes really help. Where did you say your YouTube was? My YouTube is on my BoldBot bio. So it's on my TikTok bio, but it's just BoldBot. If you go to YouTube and just search bold space bot, futures are a future dated contract of typically of a currency or an index or a commodity. So gold, corn, coffee, oil, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Dow, the Russell, all of those things, you can quote unquote predict where it's going to be in the future. I give air quotes because I don't take trades outside of one day. Like I day trade. You can see like I got in this trade, I was done. I got in this trade, I was done. I got in this trade, I was done. So it's called a future because the way that it's supposed to be is you're kind of predicting where it's going to be at the end of this contract, which is September, but I'm not doing that because I don't swing trade. I don't have long-term positions in futures. But what I do like the futures for is they're a lot cheaper than stocks or options. The fees are less. They're open 23 hours a day. The tax implications are less than they are if you day trade stocks or options. There's no PDT rule. Can you use it on gold spot market? So I'm not sure what gold spot market is. You can use it on gold and micro gold. So the full gold contract, which costs about $1,000 per one, or you can do the micro, which would then be a tenth of that, which is $100 one. I don't trade stocks, so I don't know about MULN. So I hope that helps you. There's a video I have on YouTube that's literally called What Are Futures? Like, what is a futures contract? And I send that to all of my new members because I think it's super helpful. So if you go to YouTube, I wish I could paste this in here, but I can't. I wonder if I can open it while I'm live streaming. I don't really know. Do I need to be an experienced trader? No, you don't need to be an experienced trader to use the bot. What do you trade and do you make a living off of it? So I'll answer that in 1 second. You don't need to be an experienced trader to use the bot. You just need to be somewhat able. Don't forget water. Oh yeah, water has a future now too. You can trade water if you think the supply of water might be getting low. How long have you been running that 9 for 9 bot? So DJ, I actually started it a few months ago and then I kind of got away from it. I just turned it back on this morning, actually. All right, so we're long in this S&P 500. Again, I was over here having a conversation. My algorithm got in a trade. If it goes up to 37.57, I'll make another $150. The bot is not an open source. It's private. I'm a, whatever they're called, like a partner with NinjaTrader or whatever. But you don't need to be experienced to use it. You honestly just put the settings in that I give you and then you turn it on. You have to choose which one you want to use, but again, we talk about that in the Slack group, and that's why I have the Slack group for kind of support and helpful guide to new members. No, it's not an API. It's not an API. So Jean-Philippe, you can go to my TikTok bio and either click on my website and contact me through the submission there, and I can send you an informational email. You can also purchase it on my website, or you can go to any of my social medias and send me a DM. So most people start with $2,000. So today I am red $150 on my live account, but these other ones are simulation. Look at. So this is simulation. This is simulation. This is simulation. This is live, and this is live. We'll see if we move up here, and then we'll be flat on the day. So you get 24/7 support, and all of my members can attest to that. I have a Slack group, so as soon as you join, you're added into the Slack group with all of my other Algo members. You can talk to everybody, and then I reach out to you immediately, sending you everything you need, and then people DM me, no joke, all day and all night, and that's most of my job. Is the bot evergreen? I don't really know what that means. Do you mean like, does it make money? Yeah, it was 3 of 3 yesterday for $450, and it was 3 of 3 the day before for $450. So just this one ES setup was $900 the past 2 days. Right now it's red, $150. And if we hit this target, I'll be flat on the day. So it would still be $950 over those 3 days. And then on Monday, it was 1 of 2. But that's just one strategy. You don't have to run the S&P 500. You could just run NASDAQ. You could just run gold. You could just run oil. So yeah, Jean, if you just reach out, you could also go to my Twitter, which is boldbot_. My YouTube is bold_bot. So the pricing, it's definitely not super cheap. The clarity of your video is amazingly good. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I have you on like a tripod really close to my computer screen. So I do give new members 50% off the first month. All right, we're about to hit target here. So if you want to try the algorithm for 21 days, I give you a 50% off trial price. So that's why I'm telling people to email me, because that trial link is not on the website. You would have to reach out to me, and then I can send you all the informational email. So if you want to reach out, easy, I don't know how to say that. Can you run the bot on Tradeovate or TD Ameritrade? No. It only runs through NinjaTrader, so you would have to have an account either through NinjaTrader, through a funded program like Apex or UProfit or Lilu, or thanks for all the follows, guys. Or so Amy, that depends. I need a PR person. I am my own PR person, DJ. Yeah, so Atomic, it is trading, but it's also teaching. Like, I've just gotten into this whole realm after COVID started, where I started teaching people how to trade, because I was trading on my own before 2020 with no interaction essentially with the outside world about my trading. Then I started talking to people. Sometimes I play poker for fun, and so I had a buddy who I knew from poker, and he wanted to learn how to trade because he would see my posts on my personal Instagram page. And he's like, oh, can you teach me how to trade? So I was like, whoa, I could actually do this. So I taught him, and then I started teaching a few other friends, and it went well. That's when I started my website, and that's when I started teaching people I didn't know how to trade. So my career is a mix of trading and teaching, and also creating my algorithms, which then I lease to other people. So that ES trade got close to the target. It didn't hit it, had a small loss for $150. So I'm red 300 on the day with this setup. Plays poker, trade stocks. Yeah. Poker and trading actually go really well together, because they're both mind game. Like, they're both, it's all about understanding like the next move, being patient, understanding your risk, things like that. Definitely no pressure. Yeah, I'm just trying to explain, because Atomic kept asking me what my career was. Oh, I think you mean in the market. I thought you were saying something else. So it's 10:20. I'm going to wrap it up soon. Again, I go live every day. If you follow me, you'll get a notification. Please, I know. Well, so Blue, it's so funny you say that, because I just started teaching myself how to play chess. Olgan, yes, I day trade futures. So to start using my algorithm, the minimum is $2,000. But if you join my manual group, then you could start with less. It's like some people start with 1,000. Just depends. I don't trade equities or stocks, Olgan. These are futures. So this is the S&P 500, also called ES. This is the NASDAQ and Q. I trade gold and oil as well. Wait, I was trying to answer Amy over here on YouTube. All right. You play poker and trade. That's so cool. Yeah, I've actually gotten kind of bored with poker lately, but I do really like poker. Yeah, I don't trade options either. Nice. I don't trade options. I don't trade stocks. I just trade futures. All right, sir. I feel like everybody in my thing right now are traders. And you're a biomedical AI. You have your PhD. That's really cool. Congrats. Why not cool? So cool. Thanks for the follow, Kurt. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here soon. Again, ES is red today, $300, but is green 900 the past 2 days. So I'm still green on the week. Cool, it makes me think faster, but what? So still green 600 over the past 3 days. Monday, I have to check. It was 1 for 2. So probably a small red. So maybe green 500 on the week on this one strategy with one contract. And then the 20-minute, I'm pretty sure the 20-minute had a win on Monday. Had no trades yesterday. I think no trades on Tuesday either. The 20-minute's a little more picky because I have a volume requirement. I also have a limit order in place. That's awesome, Blue. All right. And can we look at these ones that I have in simulation? So this is live and this is live. This is simulation, simulation, simulation. Like, those look great. All right. I'm going to look more into those once I get off these live streams. Again, if you follow, I go live every day, so you'll get a notification. Please click on the screen and like this stream. It makes me think I paid all my student loans off and made more the last 6 years trading lifetime than earning prior. That's crazy. Well, good for you. The past 2 years have been really easy to make money. Like, if people had extra money lying around and they put it in the market the last 2 years, they just freaking quadrupled anything they had. But this year is bringing people back to, like, reality. They're like, oh, the market's all over the place and confusing and nothing's going up. So, yeah. But it'll all come back at some point. All right, I'm going to get off here. I didn't even have my tea this morning, so my voice is kind of withering away. Thanks for joining. I'll be on tomorrow. I promise earlier tomorrow, probably more like 9:15 tomorrow. NinjaTrader giving all the games back. Yeah. Oh my God. I heard some people, so this is really, really sad and scary. I heard some people didn't put money aside for their taxes, and instead they thought the market would make it for them in the first quarter. Yeah, I feel bad for those people. Like, I don't feel bad because that's stupid, because you should always put your tax money aside and not touch it, like, at least from trading, but I still feel bad. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up here. ES is in a short now. I have friends in that situation. Yeah, that's scary. I would not want the IRS coming after me. No, thank you. That's like the one group I'm afraid of. All right, so I'll be back on tomorrow. Please follow so you can get a notification, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye. All right, YouTube, I'm going to wrap it up. Yes, Mia, it works on stocks.
Order submitted.
You have to link your TD Ameritrade account. It only works with TD Ameritrade, and obviously
Target
to day
no.
trade stocks, you would have to have at least $25,000 in that account to not be flagged for PDT reasons. ES is getting a little choppy here. However this closes out, I might just break it down. Oh, ES 5 minutes in a trade. That's on simulation. I have it here. The NQ 20 minute did not take any trades. Did I say ES there or NQ? NQ 5 minutes in a trade, but I have that. It's actually only red like $70. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to wrap it up. It's 10:26. Maybe I'll let this trade play out. Yep, sure thing, Mia. And I'll be back tomorrow. Now we're back to the even on this
Target
trade.
filled.
I'll be back tomorrow, 9:15. I'm thirsty and hungry. The IRS got an alcohol. Seriously, they do not play about their money. I would be like sick every day thinking like, oh, I have to come up with this money to give the IRS. But it's crazy because I hate that I had to pay so much last year for making so much. And now, like, say my long-term holds like Tesla. It made a lot last year. But this year, it's like complete crap, you know? So it's like, okay, well, I already paid you guys. Are you going to give me that money back? No. Like, if it ends in a loss this year, you only get to write off $3,000 of that. Like, how is that fair? I want to learn that side. But I'm not gonna fight the IRS, so. All right, let's see if we break down here and go to that 46.25. Currently at 48.
Target filled.
It's having a hard time. It's about to be 10:30. See if it can break down at 10:30 or after. And then we'd be back to only, if it hits this target here, I'd be back to only being red 150 on the day, which is minimal, and that would be fine. And this probably wouldn't take another trade. It ends at 10:45, so let's see if this wraps up in the next few minutes, and then I'll go ahead and shut down for the day after that.
Problem.
Order target
Look
filled.
at
Want this done for you?
I'm like looking at my TikTok. I'm gonna take this off the stand. All right. Come on, break down. Break down, break down. What do you have going on for the rest of the day? So I'm actually meeting my girlfriend for lunch later. But that's about it. I sent my friend this video of a golden.
Canceled.
And she's like, so damn cute. She's like, it helps because they're so bad.
Target filled.
All right, so small loss there, $75. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up here. ES is probably done for the day. And I'll be back on tomorrow at 9:15. Again, you can get my contact information from my bio on YouTube, or you can go to any of my social medias, which are in the bio on my YouTube. So, all right, guys, have a good day. Bye.